independent from Vermont, has voted no. And I yield back my time.
Gentleman's time has expired. The chair now recognizes the gentlewoman from Wisconsin, Ms. Moore, for 5 minutes.
And thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. Recently, even today, we've heard a lot from both sides about the extension of unemployment insurance from both sides of the aisles. But I think the voices that we need to be listening to are the voices of the American people. And so, if you would indulge me, Mr. Speaker, I would like to read a letter from one of my constituents. Ms. Moore, I am writing you today to request that you pass the extension for unemployment insurance benefits. I'm a single mom and experienced a layoff at my job this past summer. My benefits are about to run out, and I'm still looking for a job. Last week alone, I applied to over 20 jobs online and received only one call back for an interview. I have $600 left to claim on unemployment. After that, I do not know what I am going to do. I pray every day that this extension will go through before the holidays. That is all I want for Christmas. Being unemployed has left me with a sense of low self-worth, and I find that I cry all of the time. I hope that my interview is successful. Nonetheless, I'm trying to be proactive on the job hunt. I have a webinar scheduled today for successful interviewing skills, and I'm hoping to apply those skills in my interview next week. I just want some peace of mind that I will continue to receive the extension before the holiday. Sadly, this young woman is just one of 58,000 Wisconsinites who will lose benefits if we don't extend the unemployment insurance. And, of course, there are millions of stories like this across the country, hard-working Americans, Mr. Speaker, who just want the opportunity to have an opportunity. And as the holidays approach, the harsh realities of our failed economy become more and more prevalent. I, along with all of my Democratic colleagues, have been calling for the passage of an extension of UI benefits for what seems like an eternity. Yet some would turn their backs on their fellow Americans during the holidays and in these most trying of economic times. Like the Grinch that stole Christmas, Republican majority with devilish grins are tipping through Whoville, or in this case, across the country, attempting to steal the holiday cheer from hard-working Americans with these tortured rationales as to why they oppose these much and desperately needed benefits, while continuing simultaneously to work to ensure that the rich get richer through maintaining tax cuts. The unemployment insurance program serves as a lifeline for millions of unemployed Americans and their families, their children, who are now at the mercy of the worst job market since the Great Depression. Millions of hardworking Americans, nearly 2 million in just January alone, and over 6 million in 2012, will be cut off from the emergency lifeline that is unemployment insurance unless Congress acts. Mr. Speaker, these are Americans who've been laid off and are desperately searching for work. But the jobs just are not there. That is why we must pass the Doggett-Levin Unemployment Compensation Extension Act. The Emergency Unemployment Compensation Extension Act is just common sense. And it will continue the current federal unemployment programs through next year. The extension of these benefits will not only strengthen the safety net for the unemployed, but it will most importantly promote economic recovery by preventing the loss of 500,000 jobs. Additionally, relieving insolvent states from interest payments on federal loans for 1 year will help the states, including Wisconsin, which were forced to borrow funds from the federal government in order to pay for unemployment benefits of the thousands of unemployed or laid off. Never before now has this been a partisan issue where Congress, controlled by either party, has denied this life-sustaining unemployment benefit. Right now, we need a holiday miracle. We need a miracle to help these Grinches grow hearts and vote immediately to extend the unemployment insurance program. I call on my colleagues